Hi friends, Anna Holub here. Just wanted to check in with you and see how is your forgiveness process going. Everybody just about has room for more forgiveness in our lives, including me. So I'm on this journey with you, opening our hearts and minds and our bodies to the loving kindness of our one source, our Creator, who gives us life. Whatever you want to call that, as long as it's loving and kind, you can do this forgiveness work. I wanted to talk to you about this idea that I've been having for a while about how our ego works. And that's an important thing to know, because once you know how it works, then you can start noticing how it flares up in your mind, and you can be a lot more conscious when it starts to want to bring you down a whole long trip that you'd rather just not go on that journey anymore. You probably have already done it a zillion times like I have. So the idea that I have around the ego and how it works is that it's like playing bumper cars. Now, I don't know if everybody has had this experience, but when I was little and when my kids were growing up, there were these carnivals in the summertime. And there'd be this one area where there'd be these little tiny cars that you could get in, which was really exciting as a kid because we were too little to drive real cars. But we could get in there, and it just had one pedal, and you could just push the pedal and go. And the fun part of it was that you would crash into the other little cars, and everybody would be out there. It would be kind of crazy, and yet hopefully fun. Until it wasn't so fun anymore, and the banging just kind of got to me, and I would be done with it and I would be ready to go do something else. So I realized that human beings, in our egos, we are playing bumper cars with each other all the time. It's like we're crashing into each other, especially if you're in a close relationship with someone, be it your lover, your husband, your wife, or even a boss, co-workers, family members. So the people that we're closest to, we tend to play bumper cars with the most. And it's not as fun as it looks, because after a while, all that crashing and banging gets to be very, very exhausting. So after a while, we want to stop playing bumper cars with each other. We want to stop careening off of each other, and instead be able to walk off out of that place. In the Course in Miracles, Jesus says we want to be able to walk off the battlefield. So we want to be able to get out of our little bumper car and say, that's enough, I'm ready to go do something else now. And really, there are other options besides crashing into one another. We have to be outside of our ego in order to be able to do that. We have to be able to share in some love and some common ground and some listening. And we can't do that unless we're really letting go of our past trauma. We're letting go of our addictive tendencies. We're letting go of the places that want revenge and the places that don't love ourselves, ultimately, the places of fear. So in order to stop playing bumper cars, because we realize it's not so fun, we need this forgiveness process, because it is the way to have a whole new way to play. The new way to play for me is a lot more like dancing on a dance floor, or swimming in a lake or in a river, like gliding. It's a lot more lyrical and a lot more gentle and graceful, instead of that crashing and banging. And so if you would like more grace in your life, then the forgiveness path is for you. And you can do it in a way that works for you, that feels real to you. You can use your own language for how you want to describe things to yourself. And I'm just offering some of the ways that life has been describing itself to me in my mind, and in case that's helpful for you. So write in the comments and let me know your thoughts about this. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.